Good morning from lovely, sunny Arizona. It's tea time in Tucson for me. My name is Angela. Cheers. I am a cannabis patient. I am also a 5-year cancer patient. I have 5 beautiful, wonderful children. I also have 5 beautiful, wonderful grandchildren. And I would like to share a bit about my journey with you. I am a stage 4 cancer patient. It started out in the breast. It metastasized into my bones. I have had chemotherapy, radiation, surgery on my back to replace my back, a broken back from a tumor. I've had a mastectomy and countless other things that have gone on along with this journey. Now I would like to share just the good portions of those things. There's a lot of, of healing that went on through this journey. And the good portions are that I was on a lot of painkillers and narcotics from the hospital at one point, and a lot of medications, which were very well needed at the time, and I'm very grateful for having those. I had outgrown those, and I did not want to become another person that had died from continuing on when it was no longer needed, to relieve the pain of all of the operations and the treatments and the stresses that my body went through on the journey through cancer. And so I decided to become a cannabis patient about 3 years ago. And my life has drastically changed since then. When you're on a pain medication, it's very hard to maneuver your body and to think, and your body will eventually shut down. From these medications, it makes it harder to just your body to function daily, in eating, drinking, going to the bathroom, functioning properly, driving a vehicle, reading, living day-to-day life. It inhibits that. It hinders it in many, many ways. And I started out on the cannabis with just a little bit of like a puffer. It would take a little, puff off of like, it's sort of like an e-cigarette, and I would puff on them, and I would get a little bit of relief. And I read about a lot of the tinctures and different ways of using cannabis, and I had found so many wonderful ways of ingesting and utilizing this plant. And it does not have to be all smoking it, or ingesting it through mouth. It can be topically through skin. When you put it on one portion of your skin, it actually absorbs through and goes to every portion of your body. Every lotion that you put on does this. Your skin is the biggest organ that we've got, and so we need to start there also, and from the inside out. Since I've been on cannabis, I am in zero pain most of the time. I am considered a stage 4 cancer patient. I do not like categorizing myself or putting myself into any boxes with any of this type of thing. So I use a tincture. Without further ado, I am going to take my morning tincture now. It comes in this form, and this is a great one that I got. It works very well. Tincture. And it doesn't taste bad. It's earthy. It's not bad, but tea time is really wonderful time to take it. I also make cannabis tea. I use my stems, and I incorporate that into my tea sometimes. I don't have that in right now, but I do that in the evenings a lot of times. It's very, very, very soothing. My anxieties are relieved. It's very stressful having a disease where doctors and people are telling you that you're not going to live for a long time, and you will be, dying basically eventually from this disease. And I do not like to think that way, because I want to live my life on a daily basis, which I have been doing. This is being a cannabis patient has helped me to do that, and settle down in my life, very much so. I wanted to share most of all the incredible benefits I've received from this plant after beginning the use of it. My body is functioning very well. I am up and down out of my bed in the mornings like a normal person. There were days when I was unable to get out of bed very quickly. It would take me 10 to 15 minutes to get into the bathroom, just for the normal morning routine. And that was very harsh and hard to do. Now I am able to just stand up right out of bed and go and live my daily, my daily thing. It does center around my medication at this point, my medicating with my cannabis, and my supplements that I use, and my natural eating habits, a lot of green smoothies and organics and raw foods. My oncologist asks me quite often if I need pain medications or radiation for the pain. Most people, after the incredible back surgery that I've had, I had a tumor in my back. My back was surgically fixed, and I had a portion of my spine replaced. I have a scar across my entire side. Here is from my port from the chemotherapy, okay? I am standing quite fine, quite regular. I move around very well. I'm going to show you my scar. So I don't know if you can really see much, but I have a scar from here to here where they have replaced the vertebra, L1, with a corpectomy. And it took me a while to learn how to get up and maneuver, motor skills and things like this again. I'm doing really well with that. I really believe in this, and I hope that someone out there, and many people will, open their minds and possibly help themselves or a loved family member. Everyone deserves a chance at some dignity and a chance at life, and I do believe wholeheartedly that this gave me that. I would not be upright today without the cannabis oil and the cannabis plant itself. I cook with it. I like to cook with it. I bake with it. I like to ingest it. I like to smoke it. I like to drink it. It's a very amazing, wonderful topical for sores and just different things on your body. It needs to be, not mixed with artificial things. If you're battling a disease, I believe that it should not be mixed with artificial flavors or colors or things like that in the most original form that you would be able to get it in without additives, okay? They have different ways of cooking it, making it into these forms for use for your body, the salves and the creams and the tinctures and that. And experimenting with that to get started is all personal to each person. So I just pray for you all that you might get to the place in your lives to be able to utilize this wonderful and amazing plant into your life somehow, or a loved one's life who would really benefit from this the way that I have. My doctors still ask me what pain I'm in, and I'm continuing to say, I'm doing fine. I plan on continuing to do fine. I plan on continuing to have a positive attitude. And I just would love to share that with everybody. So blessings to all of you. My friends, I love you. My family, I love you. And just go out and have a darned good day today. Okay? So tea time in Tucson is going to continue to commence for a few more minutes. Without further ado, cheers, my friends. I love you all. Have a blessed day. Bask in the sun, ground yourself, put your feet on the earth, and just feel good about everything. Okay? Keep positive and stay strong, my friends. Ciao.